That's 800-217.
Issue with crime. Then you feature
driving down the road at night.
Well, hello again. It's been a couple of weeks since we did one of these. It is Saturday Night DXing, and it is very cold in my house today for some reason. Well, it is cold outside. It's like 17 degrees last time I looked, and snowing. And the roads are crap. Well, at least the side streets are. The major roads aren't that bad. Southern Minnesota is getting hit worse than we are right now. So, yeah, I'm about 20 seconds behind your guys' chats. So, I will see your chats, and then about 20 seconds later, you'll you'll hear me respond to them. I've been doing some DXing before I got on live here, actually a couple hours ago. I took a break, and then we're coming back. Right around sunset, I was trying to get... There was a couple of us trying to figure out who this religious station on 1360 was. And we didn't actually fully ever figure out what it was. My best guess was McCook, Nebraska, KNGN, I believe it is. McCook, Nebraska. And I exhausted all resources to try to find it. And one of the other DXers here in the city said it actually stronger than I did. And he was aiming east-west. So, I mean, that would have, I guess, accounted for that. So, all right. So, couple of things we could talk about tonight. There are some possible DX tests coming up. We'll discuss a little bit later. Hopefully those go through. That'll be in a couple months. It'll be in February, beginning of February, and I'll give you some details as we go along here. Next, I wanted to give a shout out to Lloyd as well, because Lloyd's awesome, and he's been doing his show a lot more than I do, I guess. Hey, I was out of town last week, or I was supposed to be out of town, but I was actually here because of the stupid snowstorm. But we do this every other week. All right, so yeah, the one thing I wanted to discuss with you guys, let me turn on the radio here while we're doing this. I was listening to the end of a sports game here on 1420. Boy, that's loud. It's probably not as loud for you guys, but it's loud for me in my headphones. Lloyd is doing this fun thing that he's posted on the social medias. I'm sure you've seen it by now if you're anywhere that's anywhere. He's doing this thing called the Christmas song bingo, and I have a couple of you'll see him here down here in this corner. I can drag him right now. I have a couple of X marks, cross marks here ready to go in case we hear these songs. These are the ones that I've already heard, actually just today. A few minutes ago, or actually not a few minutes ago, about half an hour ago, I went over to the convenience store that's close to my house and got something to drink. So I was listening to 1550, and they were playing Christmas music. Well, the song they were playing is right here, Christmas Baby, Please Come Home by Darlene Love. And that's one of my favorite Christmas songs. So he's got like this bingo going on. And these are the other these three songs right here I've heard just in the last hour or so. So I've heard Feliz Navidad by Jose Feliciano. That one's been played to death. And then White Christmas by Bing Crosby. I just heard that about 10 minutes ago or so. And Run Run Rudolph by Chuck Berry, also 10 minutes ago. And the station we were hearing it on is here on 1460, or 1420 rather. It's not the one playing the old-time radio program. You can hear the Christmas music in the background. That's KJCK, Junction City, Kansas. So yeah, that's a cool thing that Lloyd's doing, is the Christmas song bingo. So I've already got a head start on this, I guess. But you can find this on the social medias. It's on the I Love AM Radio Facebook page. It's on Medium Wave DX Facebook pages. I'm sure he's got a copy on his page. It's just a fun little activity. Sorry, I borrowed this image from you, Lloyd. Hopefully you don't get upset about it. I did give you credit, though. But yeah, so that's what's going on. We'll go back to that if we get some more Christmas songs. So yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, we were trying to figure out who a religious talker was here on 1360. I'm pretty sure, as I said at the top of the show, that it was McCook. I'm actually counting it as McCook because you get to a certain point where you exhaust all your resources. And then it's just like futile to keep looking for it because the answer's most of the time mostly the obvious. So, I was actually mindlessly scrolling TikTok earlier, which is a time suck. I don't recommend it for anybody. They have a couple of ham radio operators on there that do live broadcasts too, kind of like this, but they're receiving FT8 signals. And actually, the lady that I was talking to on TikTok was from here in Minnesota. So, small world.
It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X13 or the Yoga 7i.
Alright. While we're at that, let's go look at what the challenge is for this weekend, for this week, for what's Lloyd's challenge this week. You can probably hear my computer ticking off. The fan's been going crazy. Okay, Link, you can work anytime now. Alright, so this week, December 5th through the 19th, is the country challenge. So log as many countries as you can, essentially, in the challenge period for Lloyd. And he's got this very cool dashboard that's brand new. It looks a lot, let me tell you something, it looks so much better on a desktop computer than it does on the phone. On the phone, just doesn't do it justice. It's hard to navigate on a phone. But he's got this cool, here I'll show you. He's got this cool database set up, and it's got a bunch of people's contributions to it, and the more you contribute to it, there we go, the more you do that, the more data he's got. And there's already some people that are doing pretty well. I should get back into this. I have been really slacking the last year or so. I'm sorry. Oh, Green Bay, WTAQ. Hi, Lloyd. I was just mentioning that your Christmas bingo was going on. We have this thing right here. I've already heard 4 of the songs that are on this, and I'm sure I've heard more, but that's what I've got so far. We're gonna Junction City right now. Kansas is playing Christmas music, so if we hear Christmas music, yeah. So yeah, what Lloyd said in the chat, the big dashboard is under the resources all season analysis. I still haven't completed going through skip recordings from this year's summer skip season. I just recently got done with August 20th, which was like the last big opening that we had. And now I got a few minor days. I think one back in July that I want to go through again. I didn't do it justice, so I'm going to go through it again. Yeah, I thought that was fun. That this bingo challenge thing was awesome. So I'm keeping track of what I listened to. I've already heard those 4 songs. I heard 3 of them tonight. So actually, I've heard 4 of them. I've heard all 4 of them tonight. I heard the Darlene Love one on the way to the quick stop, or neighborhood stop is what it's called. Neighborhood stop. They change the name every half a dozen months. So. This time it's Quick Stop. It used to be Neighborhood Stop. I always call it Neighborhood Stop. This old time radio program, I think, is Mankato.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
It's funny, I was hearing Junction City quite well about maybe 10 minutes ago before this show started. 15 minutes ago. Now it's gone. The band actually does look better than it did earlier this evening. Like, I was getting kind of worried towards coming towards showtime that the band would look like crap, but it looks decent now. As you can see, my local 1470 KMNQ is got a massive signal. Like this thing, take a look at this. And they did this last year and they fixed it, and now it's not fixed again. It's like broken again. Look at how wide that is. It steps all over 1440 and it steps all over KSTP on 1500. And KSTP is a 50,000 watt station. So what gives? And they've been off air and on air all the time. This station is just terrible. Sorry. Terrible track record. Especially during COVID. They were off air most of the time during COVID, which was nice. They were off air for like a year. Then they came back on with that wide, stupid signal. Today's show is inadvertently sponsored by Arizona Tea. That's what I got at Neighborhood Stop. So yeah, I was looking a little bit at the space news because it does affect our AM DXing here. And I think there was like some kind of a solar flare. Yeah. Near the north central part of the solar disk produced a M81 flare. If you guys know what this is, you'll understand. Basically a giant burst of energy from the sun, and it's hard to say whether it's coming towards the Earth, but if it does, it's going to cause AM radio to be crappy. Doesn't so much affect the ham bands, but it affects AM radio, and it's depressing to not be able to DX. You guys down south don't have to worry about that as much, because when we get auroras up here, it's obnoxious. Although I did take some really good photos of auroras this year. Ooh, that is terrible. Listen to that crap. That is new. That just started. Ew. Where the heck is that coming from, I wonder? Oh, I also, one of the things I want to talk about is I made some modifications to my loop because I was getting really tired of some things happening to it. The modification I made to the loop involves a PVC T, and it's sitting on top of my old TV mast. I have a TV mast outside. I used to put my FM radio antenna out there before I put it up in the attic. The loop is kind of like draped over the mast. So then I put a T there, and I put the T on top of the mast, and it's electrically isolating the loop from the mast, and it keeps it in place. It locks it down because the thing was falling down and it was getting out of whack. You can see WCCO on the left. This would go super loud. It was just getting obnoxious, so I came up with that solution the other day. I was like kind of proud of myself for doing that. Not gonna lie, I was really proud of myself for that. Yeah, I shot some video last week while I was out of town. We went to Thermopolis, Wyoming, and my brother wanted to shoot a parody of Ghost Adventures. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to call it yet, but we shot quite a bit, mostly on my phone. He had a script written, so hopefully that turns out decent. You'll probably see it on this channel when it goes live. I still haven't figured out what I want to call it yet. But it's a spoof of Ghost Adventures. Because we stayed at a supposedly haunted hotel in Thermopolis. It wasn't haunted. It's just a hotel. Sounds like that nasty interference is here on 1242. Yeah, and that was the thing with that loop, is that it kept falling out of alignment. It kept falling out of shape. Because I mean, you built that. You know it has that bar there, and that bar would fall off, and the leaf would fall off the mast. I'd wonder, like, my conditions were terrible, and then I look outside and go, gosh darn it, I could go out there and really cold, and my patio hasn't been shoveled. But the loop kicks butt. There's Christmas music right there. I think. So we're gonna do on this episode. We're gonna be hunting Christmas music. That's what I decided. Yeah, M8.1 M-class flare is on its way. It's hard to believe I used to think solar flares caused E-skip. Boy, have I never lived that down. And yes, for those of you who have joined late, I am wearing a blanket because it's cold in here. My furnace works, but it's still cold. Boy, that is just... It's just a sea of nothing on this channel. Something's trying to come up out of there. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about making doing away with that wood and making it all PVC, kind of like symmetrical to what its shape is, so it kind of keeps it in shape. Maybe you can close the whole thing in PVC. So that way it really couldn't move. But this is good where I have it now. You can see CCO just barely peaking the overload, and I'm at 6 dB attenuation. CCO just really needs to drop their tower. Drop the old one. That way we can know for sure that they're in Ramsey. I have a feeling if CCO wasn't a pest, 1470 would be. They already are. During the day, 690 is a pest too. It's not so much at night right here. Boy, listen to that. That's embarrassing. Hey, if you guys need a Minnesota station, here's your analog here. You can hear this one. This one's gonna get out. That's not me doing the audio. That's actually as it's coming. Holy cow! I'm probably not going to get a copyright strike for this because YouTube's going to go, "What the heck is this?" So if you need Minnesota, try for 690 KFXN. They are a Hmong station. They carry the Hmong language. There's two of those stations here in the cities that carry Hmong. That sounds horrible, though.
And a new World Center in Miami, which said he stayed on Friday to Gary West the first time he
Hey, Jerry.
completed building. Gary won every major prize in architecture, including the Pritzker Prize.
They just said your name on the radio. Jerry.
Refreshingly original and totally American work. Brian Clark, ABC News.
College football
Oh
update.
crap, we missed the top of the hour.
On top of number 2 Indiana, 10-6 as they are
My bad.
in Indianapolis competing for the Big Ten championship. Duke is beating number 17 Virginia 7-0.
Duke over.
As well, competing for the ACC.
Yeah, for those of you guys just joining, I was talking about the DX bingo thing that Lloyd's got going. Since we're going after Christmas music this episode. I don't think this version of this song is going to be on this one. The original might be. My favorite version of this song right here is Johnny Mathis. Hungry, watch the chestnuts pop. That's Junction City, Kansas right there. The other one that I heard Christmas music on was 1550. Carpenters. This is another good one. I like this one too. This is going to give me a copyright strike right here. Alright, so is that on the bingo? Is the Carpenter's version of Merry Christmas, Darling on the... Sorry, it's hard to read. I have it so small to fit on the screen here. I don't think it's on here. The ones I'm thinking are going to be hard are going to be the Justin Bieber one, maybe Kelly Clarkson. I don't even know if Clarkson. I don't even know if I've heard that song. Underneath the Tree. I probably have. My wife plays Kelly Clarkson. Kenny Rogers and Winona. That one I'm not. That one's going to be hard to hear too. Some of these are going to be very hard to hear. I'm muting the audio so I don't get a copyright strike. Let's try to figure out who this 1550 is, actually, the Christmas. I think I have a good idea of who it is. But for kicks and giggles, we're going to look at this together. We're going to research this. Just out of sheer curiosity. Oh, there I am. Look at that. If I get a copyright strike, I get a copyright strike. Yo, Andrew, get a copyright strike. It's St. Joseph. It's KESJ. Yep, I was right there. This one is a common pest, Joetown 107.5. Good station, actually, though, when they're not playing Christmas music. Well, who else was playing? There's another station from Missouri that I seem to get all the time.
Came off of the stage. The two fourth downs, one was off a penalty on special teams, and then the big punt by Duke were both successful extended drives.
That's really weird how certain songs, like the last live broadcast I did, got nailed a couple places, and I told YouTube just to mute the song or whatever it does, and it still says copyright on it. It sucks. I miss the Wild West days of YouTube where you could do anything you wanted to. Hell. Yeah, St. Joseph is the one that's playing Karen Carpenter, or the Carpenters, Merry Christmas, Darling. That's a cheeseball song. Sounds like there's music here on 1590. We've already got a new log for tonight before the broadcast started. It was KNGN McCook, Nebraska. As I was saying at the top of the show, I am 75% sure that's what we heard around sunset. So there is a station on 1590 that is listed as holiday. It's Hillsboro, Ohio. WSRW. Do I have that one?
It's a 12-yard loss. Second down and 22. Not the start Virginia was looking for.
No, if I get that would be brand new. WSRW. They're probably like fart power at night. Yep, 25 watts. Well, that sucks. They're playing a Highland Christmas, Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. So if we hear... hold on a second. Let me fix that.
And that was just miscommunication in the zone defense by Duke defensively.
Very loud.
Just ran up the seam on the right side of the did not do that, and Chandler Morris did a fantastic job of...
That was a WSRW stream right there that I was listening to.
And then gave Kim Ross a little bit more room between the safety and the corner. That was well executed, but poorly done in terms of communication by
Who else might be
Duke
carrying
defensively.
holiday music on 1590?
Watching Dayton Stone on the replay.
Maybe Wayne, Nebraska, W's for KCTY.
And they got up right away, and then kind of went down. So I don't know if they're going to take a look at like a potential concussive look there. But
Spit it out, dude.
To the Duke sideline right now, the Roverback Dayton Stone.
You got to mark that conversion down because remember the 12-yard loss on first down.
God, I wonder what the weather is like with these people that are playing this Duke game. Let's see if KCTY is playing Christmas music.
Here midfield, they'll mark him down at the 49-yard line for a 7-yard gash.
And find your place to born, sweet child.
Yes, they are.
Never seen
Is going to be created and shift,
inside.
and that seems to Cam Ross may be the igniter for Virginia to start.
Speaking of Johnny Mathis,
Second down and 3. Taylor that's just went over 1,000 yards. Again, nearly busted through. Just got ankle tackle.
I don't know if I hear Johnny Mathis in this.
On the other side of the 50-yard.
Yeah, I was going to talk about the DX test too.
This might be a great time for Virginia to get back to who they are.
Is that like?
in terms of
I was going to ask you guys, is that 100% nailed down? Is that confirmed? Because like,
and that offensive line are all
I don't want to give bad information out.
fifth-year guys. I think there are 4 graduates up front and 1
While we're at it, yeah, while we're doing this, let's talk about the DX tests. And I apologize, I don't have a graphic made for this. But I told my brother about it. So I got all the details here. All right, so station owner Steve Rubin has graciously said we could run some DX tests on 4 radio stations that he owns. It started with a discussion of KKCI because it came up for discussion in a DXers group, and I knew he'd be buying it, but hasn't filed it for it yet. Then he said, hey, how about KTPI and KTOX too? And I said, sure. So those 2 stations are in California. KTOX is in Needles, California, and the DX test for KTOX is going to be February 6th from minute after midnight, so 12:01 a.m. to 5:59 a.m. Pacific time. That's 8:01 to 13:59 UTC. That's KTOX Needles, California. And I will post these in the. I'll post this in the description of this video once we're done here. Then, okay, so that's February 6th. February 7th, the next night at midnight, 1340 KTPI from Mojave, California is going to be doing a DX test. Same time, midnight to 6 a.m. essentially. That's KTPI Mojave, California on February 7th, 2026. Then, the following day after that, so this is going to be just boom, 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 DX tests. KKZI 1310 Barstow, California. It's 1,000 watts non-directional. That's going to happen again at the same times, 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Pacific. So 8:01 to 13:59 UTC. And these are all 6 hours long. So if you don't hear it, you got 5 hours or so to hear it. But I just wanted to make sure that was confirmed that we were doing that, because otherwise I'm saying bad information. And if I'm saying bad information, I apologize, because that's what I got. So where did I go? Yeah, so that's going to be insane. 3 or 4 nights of DX tests. The only crappy thing is it's like 2 a.m. out here in Central Time. But you better believe it, I'm going to be awake for that. I don't know if I'll do a live stream, but I'll be awake for it. Yeah, 3 stations. I don't know about the 4th one. It doesn't say the 4th one in the description, so I was just reading off a post that I got. Hell, you could do what I used to do. You could set up a radio with a plugged into your computer and record the channel overnight.
3 yards after contact to the 13-yard line.
use like a program called like Odyssey or Audacity, and like time your recordings. You'd be surprised. We did hear a couple of us here in the cities heard the KCUP tests from Oregon. Yeah, and my brother in Sheridan should be able to hear it too. He's got one of the three stations. I don't know which one. Actually, it was probably me that got it, but it's in his log. So since I started the log and he continued it, I can check that right now. Actually, he doesn't have any of those. And there's some talk about doing it on KAVL Lancaster too. That might be the fourth one. That's probably the fourth one that was mentioned. KAVL Lancaster is definitely in the Sheridan log, and it's one I heard all the way back in 2012. So they were, at the time, they were just shy of 5,000 watts day and 4,000 watts night. I got a ton of windows open. Should have brought my dad's computer up here. I got a brand new computer it's not brand new. I got a new computer that he wasn't using because it can't upgrade to Windows 11. But I inherited it, and I cleaned it up, and it's really nice. I should bring it up here and use it. It's my Wikipedia editing computer.
Then keep the joy rolling, making up tasty treats with Wonder Shouts that'll make the season a blast. Make unforgettable memories with incredible prices on Wonder.
Come on, Christmas music, where are you?
Leather jackets.
Oh, you hear the Spanish in there? That's KCTO. They don't. That station cheats all the damn time. KCTO. They're from I think Kansas City area. I just had a major brain fart. They are, from Cleveland, Missouri.
A lot of things are download. You can always call them with questions. We're talking about tax now. You're in the state is what we're getting to today. 337-3030 is the number again. No cost to you to have a conversation. 833-707.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how far those 1,000 watt stations get out. Like about last 15 years ago, I worked at a radio station in Wyoming, KBBS. In Buffalo. It's a 1,000 watt pea shooter, but it got heard in Finland. Those guys with monster antennas out there in Finland and Sweden, and they would send me emails, and I would get those because I was the news director. Of course, I loved it. I was as a DXer, that's awesome stuff. That's the stuff I love. It's always been fascinating.
360.
There has been some reports of a lot of problems with WWTC from here in the Twin Cities. Like some of the other DXers in the metro
this show really is kind of evergreen.
have had some problems with this station,
4-7
namely their signal. But I am on the complete opposite side of the metro from 1280, and I'm not even pointing at them, so it's never been a problem for me to get around this station.
It can also be very relaxing.
The big problem that I showed you earlier is this guy right here, 1470.
But anyway, we did have a 24/7 channel. dedicated channel on TuneIn, so check it out. Just download the TuneIn app. It's free. Nothing.
Download the TuneIn app, okay? You betcha.
Alrighty, suspense. Oh man, what a episode we have for you coming up. You know, CBS aired Suspense from 1942.
Sounds like when radio was.
So about 21 years.
I bet it is.
Nearly 1,000 broadcasts. And it was known as radio's outstanding theater of thrills. Suspenseful thrillers, the biggest thing.
That's the station that I used to run on KUGR.
Here's why we were able to get like the biggest
KUGR, Greater for Wyoming.
Back then, we're all pretty much.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm looking for Christmas music is what I'm doing. More of that stupid interference. Yeah, let me look at 1160 and see what's going on there. The thing that gives away KSL, right? Oh yeah, you can see that. Actually, that's Tulsa that's doing that. Tulsa's the HD right there. You see the digital noise that's on the side of the bands there. That's Tulsa. KSL would be right on top of this guy if their HD was coming in. I'm not saying that they're not coming in, but their HD is not as strong as Tulsa's. When I was out in Wyoming, I got KSL to lock in my wife's car. My wife's car has HD. It's not a problem out there, though. Thermopolis is like maybe 300 air miles from, maybe less, from Salt Lake. Thermopolis has got a smell that like never gets, it doesn't get out of your clothes for a few days. You have to keep washing your clothes, and the smell of the hot springs will get out of your clothes. It's like very pungent. It smells like farts, rotten eggs. They have they used to have two places there. They have one that's currently active and one that's like pending litigation or something, a stupid reason. They have like this place called the TP Spa, and it's got a water slide. It's got the indoor-outdoor pool. In the summer, they have a bigger water slide that's active. It's not active during the winter though, because it's like a slipping hazard. But really hot springs. And then as of a few years ago, there was another place called the Star Plunge, which is currently closed because the owner's being a jerk. He doesn't want to pay for water rights or something. It's something confusing, and it's really sad. Star Plunge has the better slide, although it cuts up your back when you go down it. You get slices taken out of your back every time you go down the slide. Or if you're like my brother, you hit your head. Yeah, Star Plunge. That's closed right now. There was actually a guy there cleaning it while we were there, and I asked him about it, and he just was like, "No, we're not opening." Then what are you doing cleaning it? Why are you cleaning it? Then we talked to some random guy that was floating in TP Spa, and he was like, "Yeah, there's some litigation. Like, I come here every week. I hear about it." And they look exactly the same as they did. I know, Ira. They look exactly the same as they did when you were there. It never changes. Well, there was something there. Thermopolis is a fun place, so I give Thermopolis a lot of crap. It's not that bad. Christmas music. Oh, it's George Michael. Is that on the bingo? Let's see if that's on the bingo. If it isn't, it should be. Oh, it's not. Darn it. This is a staple right here, this song. So yeah, if you guys are just joining me, Lloyd has this cool bingo thing going on, and it's been all over social medias. I've seen it in several places now. And we got these X's here just in case we hear something. I can put them on top of like one of these spots, but Wham is not on there. Did I overload that? Shit. Sorry, excuse me. It's hard to see the volume sometimes. Yeah, it's another overplayed song. I don't mind it. It's just overplayed. Like every other Christmas song. Whamageddon. That's a term I've never heard before, Whamageddon. We've been going back and watching the Stranger Things episodes because the new season came out, part of the new season. So, a lot of 80s music.
Cherry Mobile, our proud sponsor, is a pro-life cell phone company that has
Super Pest, Bellevue, Illinois, St. Louis area, WSDZ, I think it is. No, it's, yeah, something like that. WS something. I'm not looking at my logs right now.
This is Archbishop Malcolm Price of Philadelphia, extending a prayerful congratulations to
This station comes in very early around sunset. Yeah, WSDZ, I was right. Man, this is that mud there. Somebody's off frequency. I need to get a better SDR. I gotta get one that's got higher resolution. A 16-bit one or a 14-bit.
Can you honestly say you have never walked down the street and found
Art
yourself?
Rest in peace, Art. W60BB.
Yeah, but I think they're under the influence.
It's actually been a pretty decent start to December as far as logs.
But see, that's kind of a...
I actually got one new AM or FM log this month. Towards the end of the month, we might see some skip. Right around like the New Year, we might see some skip into January, early January, because it seems to happen like pretty regularly. Actually, the last several years it's happened. This sounds like an oldie song. I don't think this is Christmas. Don't say any word to me. I got like 500,000 windows open. Don't need you, don't need you. That noise you're hearing is interference. You can see it on the left side. Yeah, I was thinking about getting an air spy. Do I have Edmonton? CHED? Are they still on the air? I have Edmonton, but not CHED. There's a local here on 630 that's just... It's regional Mexican station WREY. So that rarely goes down, so it's never gonna... It's hard to get around unless you record an IQ file and like use the channel canceller in SDR Sharp. WRMI is doing Christmas? Let's try that. Wow, there must be a contest going on 160 meters. Unless that's just interference. No, it's Morse code. What is this dude talking about? I've always wondered why these people tune like off frequency like this. Like, look at this, it's like 1913.1. Like, why don't you just... I realize they've got the spinny knobs that can... I don't know. I don't have a fancy enough radio. I'm not there yet. I need to get my general. I was actually thinking about that. I was saying earlier in the show that I was watching TikTok tonight, and there was a ham radio operator from here in the Twin Cities, actually about 7 miles from here or so, who was doing a live broadcast, and she was looking at FT8. She was up in, I want to say 20 meters, or 15 meters. And she was talking about how, because I was asking her, I was like, wow. I was asking her about how to get into ham radio a little bit cheaper, and she offered me one of these radios. It's like a Chinese radio, but it's actually not too bad as far as price.
Jack, we gave out gold bond stamps at the Clark station, buddy. Over.
I wonder how far away these guys are. Anyway, so WRMI 50 is playing Christmas. Sorry, I have OCD. I like to do this here. 50.
Best of all, these are assembled and ready to ship worldwide. So wherever you are, you can get one. Here's the website to order and get more information.
WRMI has got a narrow signal.
Once again, the address, horizonantenna.net. The lightweight and easy way for you to be on the air anywhere.
There you go. Nah, this is not oldies. Or this is oldies, rather. That's going to definitely trigger the copyright police.
Able to sample your health, not for your knowledge.
I believe you. They were playing Christmas music, but they're not now. These are like these three stations here. WRMI, whoever this is, I can tell you here in a second. Give me a second. These stations always are here, like day in and day out, every day. This is WWCR, I believe. Yeah, it's WWCR from Nashville. So this one, WRMI. Man, we got some interference going on here. And this guy right here,
a lot of it's going to be used for good.
WRMI as well.
We have to cling to.
They're always there.
I'm also seeing that we can't trust the politicians we have.
Actually, I don't know if I have that one in my log. Do I have that one?
I don't think of any country.
I have a hard time keeping shortwave logs. Shortwave is like something I don't do as often, so I don't keep very good logs of it. Ugh, I don't know what that is.
Stay out of reach.
Okay, so that right there is on 5920. That is also not in my log.
They know where their master is, but they're trying to stay.
I really don't keep good track of shortwave.
When you feel you've been kicked by him,
Jeff Lawrence.
can I say it any more graphic?
Normally, Cuba's here. It sounds like Cuba's having problems if that's them. There's Cuba. But Cuba's also on 6, so that must be... I think it's Rebelde. They're having problems. Oh, it's Radio Havana. Sorry, not Radio Rebelde. Rebelde is on shortwave, but not as prevalent as Radio Havana. Let's see how far we can get, or how high we can get tonight. What the conditions look like up here in 40 meters. Come on. Ugh. Pathetic.
But he sent me copies.
I don't think we're going to get very good...
right now, I am getting a really massive vibe that you guys are not on the same page. So
I think this might be WCCO interfering with shortwave.
Participate with this profession.
Let's see what happens here.
Because,
oh, it might not be. I don't know.
Right?
No, it is. Yeah, it's them. It's a spur from WCCO. This always does. This SDR does. So, yeah. Well, we tried. What is Junction City playing now? There's a weaker station there playing music. Yeah, that was WCCO interfering with my SDR. It does that. It's highly annoying. Starbucks sent me a message. That looks like spam. Thanks for the tag on Twitter, Lloyd. Appreciate that very much. Kind of worried, like when I first started, I was like, oh shoot, there's not going to be that many people on tonight, but yeah, there are. And we will be doing this again in 2 weeks. I'm going to be doing this every other week. Oh, look at that HD coming up from, is that HD? No, that's not. That's interference. Who's the music on 1190? I wonder. It could be Wayburn. I bet it's Wayburn. CFSL, I bet that's what this is. We can find out. That sounds like Spanish. Radio Éxitos. So that gives you a good hint of who that is. Who's Radio Éxitos on 1190? I bet it's something I already have. Oh, come on. Maybe not. Sorry, I'm not. I'll look at the concert. Well, that's important. I would definitely get your workout in. We have a treadmill downstairs that I rarely use. My wife uses it more than I do. So okay? We're gonna find out this one together. It's probably something I have, but this is my technique. All right, so I know you can't hear the audio, but I can. Let's see here. Radio Exitose. Oh, New York. Do I have that? Oh, no, I want to go back here. This is my log, by the way. This is on ubstudios.com. Eventually, I'm going to transition this away from... I'm going to put this on a different platform, Google Sites, so it loads a lot faster. Yeah, damn it, I have it already. WLIB. Heard actually earlier this year for the first time, so there you go. Crap. Can't say we didn't try. I wasn't sure. I was like, I must not hear that one enough to know. I think these are pretty blah conditions, to be honest, tonight. These are not the greatest conditions. It was worse earlier. It's a little better now. I need to set up the hotkeys now so I can switch between scenes a little faster, because that looked like crap. I took a break from OBS for about a year, and I'm paying for it. But I love doing lives on YouTube more than I do TikTok. TikTok's terrible. The only difference on TikTok is you can get money from people. People give you money. It's not much. It's like a fraction of a cent. This is probably going to be a copyright strike. I have no idea who it is. It's Christmas music for sure. Hastings, maybe? It's probably Hastings. Yep. See? That's Hastings. K-H-A-S, Hastings. Very common. We'll go to about 10, we'll go to a little after 10 o'clock tonight. We'll hear the top of the hour. We'll see if we can hear something new. Like I'm saying, conditions are kind of bland tonight. They're not the greatest, but we will be back in 2 weeks. Same time, same station. I'll try to do a better job scheduling it this time, because OBS is really weird as far as scheduling these broadcasts. Yeah, don't go to TikTok. I don't blame you. It sucks. TikTok's terrible. It's just it's a time suck. Oh, rocking around the Christmas tree. That's on the bingo card, I think. Let's see, shall we? I'm going to keep track of this. I'm actually going to keep this for the next couple weeks. All right, rock around the Christmas tree. Where are you? Right there on the top left. There we go. So I'm going to have to copy some more of these. Oops. Oh, what are you doing? I'm making myself extra X's here. That song reminds me of the movie Home Alone. So we know that's Hastings. What about the other graveyarders? We haven't really looked at the other graveyarders tonight. Right here on this channel is where I got a log the other day. I can get off of that now. On the 2nd, I got KGHM from Midwest City, Oklahoma. It was on my 5 a.m. recording. Speaking of that, I did record at 5 and 6 o'clock tonight, so I can go back on that 1360 and see if I hear an ID for McCook. But I'm 75% sure I heard McCook. Pretty sure that's what that was. If you're wondering what the poster over my right shoulder, your left, this is Back to the Future right here. I got that at the theater, and then there's The Running Man, which was not that good. I don't recommend it. Better than the 80s Arnold one, but not as good. It's not that good. And then this poster right here is the house on the haunted hill with Vincent Price. I got that in Memphis, Tennessee, right there. That came from Memphis. If there's one thing I got from Memphis, it was that picture. And a friendly guy helped me answer a question about Elvis. That's about it. That's all I can remember of Memphis. Not the greatest city in the world. Not by a long shot. It's kind of scary, actually. Nashville, on the other hand, Nashville's awesome. I would go back to Nashville in a heartbeat. A lot of good food there. Alright, nothing going. We're going to have a lot of trouble with 1450 because of stupid KM&Q. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, see, this is what I had to deal with for the longest time, is stupid KM&Q. I actually ended up writing the FCC about this, and they did actually, they responded to me. The FCC was on it about it. And the problem did resolve itself, but now it looks like it's back. So I might have to write the FCC again. And they do respond. They do care. Contrary to popular belief. God, look at how terrible that is. That can't be legal. I mean, I know I'm aiming right at him, but Jesus. They're only 7 miles away. That's just disgusting. 1490's gone, too. Yeah, so basically I just lost that big frequency range there because of KM&Q. With any luck, they'll go off air for a while. They have in the past. Yeah, I know. There's been some issues with KSTP here in the Metro. KSTP right here on 1500. There's been some issues for the last, what is it, 2 or 3 years or more, where they just cause a lot of problems with sidebands and just a noise, like a crap throwing signal. I can help you with that. I'm not afraid of talking to them. I've done it a couple times actually now. They're not that bad to talk to actually. 2000, oh shit, almost 10 years. Wow. 8 years now. Jesus. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I mean, but look at this. That's this is just stupid right here. By the way, the gospel on 1560 is Wisconsin.
No work. No one will work.
Here is my local KDIZ.
Wonder what the psychological effect
the Patriot.
If that really came to pass, just a bunch of people.
Some days, in the mornings, like there's the Patriot is not there. It's just gone. And there's a station from Minocqua, I think Minocqua, Wisconsin, that's always there. It's actually a decent station there. Too bad that one's not there in that place. Oh wait. Oh, that's CKDO. Boy, slim pickings tonight. Sometimes I hear Oklahoma here on 1600. It does sound like there's music there. Unless that's a crowd noise. God, how long has that game going? The Duke game has been going on for a long time. Like, I went out to get something to drink, this thing right here, about 2.5 hours ago, and that game was still going on. Ridiculous. There is music there. This is a station this is a channel I really don't give a lot of love to. What do I have on 1600? Oh, 1190 from Monterey? Oh, I forget you're down a little farther south than I am. Nice going. Earl got a new log, guys. Yeah, you're farther south than me, so that's easier for you. So yeah, I've got. Sounds like countries. That's probably Oklahoma right there. Kush, if I had to guess, or it could be Nebraska City, but I don't think so. It's been a long time since I've heard Nebraska City. This is probably KUSH. Is that country? Pretty sure it's country. I wonder if I can hear XECT. Actually, let's get off this so I don't get a copyright strike. Ah, it's getting stronger. Ah! Yeah. We're gonna have to, there. That helps. So let's see, XECT, what is their... I'm assuming they're regional Mexican. Sounds like somebody's playing Every Breath You Take. Almost sounded like it there for a second by the police. They do stream. Well, they use, I think they do. Let me look at medium wave list. There's a better site here that I can look at. XECT La Vols. They're 10,000 watts. Monterey. That should be doable. Although they're only 100 watts at night. Jeez.
Un capitán del ejército de Roma. Y le dijo, señor, mi siervo está en casa gravemente atormentado.
Atormentado. I wish I was better. I took Spanish in college for like 4 years, and I still don't know it. And it's a great language. I love Spanish. It's one of my favorite. It's actually my favorite language is Spanish, other than English. Tremenda. I should know what that means. He said something else, not tremendous. It's going to be kind of hard to hear with this narrow bandwidth, but I got stupid interference. Hopefully that's gone by tomorrow or next day. Somebody's at my front door. Probably my neighbor. Yep, it's my neighbor and his girlfriend. Ooh. It's funny, my wife and I are like cheering on my neighbor because he lives alone, but he's got a new girlfriend, and every time she comes over, it's like, yeah, go boy. We're weird. I don't hear XCCT in there.
Dios lo dice, yo lo creo, porque si yo lo creo, él lo hará. Jesús aseguró y dijo.
Oh, there is. Look at that. I learned something new. Let's look it up. There's a Kiwi in Monterey. Is it decent? Oh. Okay, let's mute this and we'll go over to the Kiwi. I must have used this at some point, so I did know it was there. So let's see if we can match. Let's see if we can match this.
Y Juan, oyendo esta palabra, dijo, yo creo que Dios me va a sanar. Yo creo. Le habían dicho que pusiera en orden su casa porque se iba a morir.
He may be way down there. I don't know. I can hear this in my headphones. You guys might not be able to hear it, but I can hear it in my headphones. There's another guy with a lower voice in there that's... Thanks for giving me a target to look at, because I was kind of like flying by the seat of my pants there for a while. I don't have it. If I get this, it's new. They're awfully strong on the Kiwi.
Y le dije, mira Juan, yo solamente vine a decirte que tú no te vas a morir.
When you hear it fade up like that, I'm browsing the web.
Tú tienes, yo lo maldigo en el nombre de Jesús y le ordeno que se seque de raíz.
He might be in there way down there. It's just a shame I can't widen the bandwidth up a little bit because of the stupid interference. This is why I really need a better SDR to hear it clearer. The new RSP units
si tu casa puede creerlo, al que cree.
Are 14-bit.
Y se fue Juan para Tuxpan. Y por allá anduvo en Veracruz.
Cross. Coming up on the top of the hour. I don't hear him in there.
Mira, Juan dice, yo no sé qué está pasando, pero te voy a decir algo. Tú eres un milagro andando. Tú eres un hombre sano.
What is your name?
Dijo, yo no lo entiendo. Como médico no lo entiendo.
I don't know.
Pero está sano.
But
le
it's
dijo,
something.
Perdóname por haberte mandado a que te murieras en tu tierra. Perdóname por haberte dicho que hicieras testamento. Dice, no entiendo.
He's speaking way too fast.
Juan le dice, mira, Jesucristo, el Hijo de Dios.
The Catholic Radio Network, that's got to be KDMR, Kansas City. Another pest. You guys can hear this, can't you? The bass, the guy with the bassy voice. He's coming up pretty strong, actually. No, that's not it. God, I thought that was it. That was so close. Hold on.
Fluyendo como las aguas de un río. Esa bendición vendrá sobre ti, sobre tu familia y sobre todo lo que tú impongas.
Interesting on that. Kiwi down in Monterey, they're weak on that one. Yeah, mute. No, that was a weather forecast. No, I don't have the long wire antenna anymore. I have a loop. It's called a Well Good loop. It's a custom homemade loop based on the well something. I forget what it's based on, sorry. Somebody else's design, basically. Somebody's OC on... No, there's your top of the hour, KDMR, Kansas City. So I think this is just going to be KDMR and New York, which... New York is strange to me because I don't hear it that often. And it's weird to hear it. Bruno and Gaga on my on this stream, or is it somewhere else? Is it on 1190 or is it somewhere else? Because I don't hear Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. I hear New York and I hear KDMR. Here, Bonker. This is my cat Bonker. What do you want? That is weird. I didn't hear Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. Let me go back to see if we can hear Monterey again. I'm going to stay on this for a little bit. Why not?
Más tiempo con tu familia. Gobierno de México.
En la Cámara de Diputados seguimos.
Construcción, conservación y mantenimiento de la.
So I'm switching back and forth between the Monterey Kiwi and this one and mine. We're watching the Monterey Kiwi. I legitimately, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. I believe you heard that, but I didn't hear it. I was. Oh. Let's see here.
En casa, oficina, taller, auto, afuera, adentro, en todos lados. Por eso, invertir.
God, if it's there, it's buried. I can't have the long wire antenna anymore. My HOA flipped out about it twice. Sucks. They're like, you can't have anything over the common area. If you keep doing this, we're going to fine you. Never move to an HOA. I swear to God, I hear it in there. Thanks. Yeah, our local station 96.3 KW or KMWA has been having problems lately. It's the Air One affiliate. Used to be Go 96, was a really good station before they cratered it. They've been having problems, so they were off air for quite a while. And they carry HD, so when they're off, it opens up 96.1 and 96.5. Plus 96.3 was open too. In fact, really quickly while we're watching this waterfall. You think that would cut through. I just don't know if... I don't know if the 100 watts are going to come up this way. The other Spanish station they're hearing is New York. One of these things is going to give me a copyright strike. I just know it. Every single time I've done one of these stupid broadcasts, every single time I've gotten a copyright strike. Not like a it's more like a, they don't pull my account or anything. They just tell you, hey, knock it off. Stop stealing stuff that's not yours. I don't think we're going to hear it. So let's go till 10:15 and we'll call it a night. That's probably Salina, Kansas right there. 990 is another frequency that I don't really pay attention to much. This is probably Canada right here. There's Chicago. Sometimes Roswell's here. This is probably KDK, I think it is. I always get that one confused with KYW. Because they're kind of close to each other. KYW is on 1060. It's been a moment since I've heard them. Used to hear KYW a lot. So once again, we'll kind of do a quick recap here. There is a couple of, actually 3 DX tests that we know for sure are coming up in February, beginning of February. I'm looking at another chat talking about the law of diminishing returns. Tell me about it. It's getting harder to get new stations. So once again, I'm going to kind of get through this really quickly here. You've got on February 6th from midnight to 6 a.m. Pacific time, so that's 8:01 to 13:59 UTC. 1340 KTOX Needles, California. It's a 1,000 watt station it's going to test for 6 hours. The following day at the same time, 1340 from Mojave, California, KTPI is going to test. So that's on the 7th. On the 8th, we're looking at KKCI 1310 from Barstow. Another 1,000 watt station, also from midnight to 6 a.m. Pacific on the 8th. So there's been talk about KAVL Lancaster doing a test. And you can send your QSL reports once this, I mean, we'll talk about this more as it gets closer, but QSL at w6tox.com is the email to send your QSLs. So those are coming up. That's as far as we know. I don't know who this is actually right here. This bohemian kind of music. And just for funsies, there's a Christmas song calendar or bingo going on, and I mean, look at that. We've already got quite a few spots filled. I was hoping to use more of these little X's right here tonight, but there's not a lot of Christmas music on AM. Surprisingly less than I thought there usually was. Good station that's playing music right now, or Christmas music right now, is Junction City, Kansas 1420. Who is this station that we're hearing here? Is Calgary on again? I've got so many 1060s. It's not KDYL. Does anybody know if KCMX Calgary is on still. 1060. Let's look at where was I, dude? CKMX is... No, it's just silent still. Dang. I don't know who's playing this kind of weird bohemian kind of music back in the background there. Probably like a... That's really weird. I don't know who this is. Is it Texas? That'd be wild if it was Texas.
Could you help me place this call?
No, it's not Texas. Texas is playing Jim Croce. And I've used all my radio locator minutes tonight. Dang, that's a good sign to get out of here. Oh, the music is... It's Mexico City. Yeah, Christmas bingo. It's pretty fun. I actually am enjoying doing that. All these songs we heard tonight. We heard Christmas Baby, Please Come Home by Darlene Love. That's actually one of my favorite Christmas songs. Run, Run, Rudolph by Chuck Berry. We've heard White Christmas. I heard that just before I came on the air by Bing Crosby. Feliz Navidad by Jose Feliciano. I heard before we came on air. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree we heard while we were on the air. Or we were broadcasting live here. So... Buy one and get one half off. Prince, Minnesota native. There you go. There's Ord, Nebraska, KNLV. That was the ID that we just heard. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I heard it. KNLV. And this commercial that's right here, this is Ord, Nebraska. Pretty good, actually coming in very well. Downtown Ord. Oh, we can fill a bingo spot. Nothing. Oh, I hate this song. God. Oh, I really hate that song. Sorry. But we can fill a bingo spot by Mariah Carey. Thank you. Where are you? I know this was on here. I just saw it. Where did it go? Or am I making things up? I thought I saw it. Come on, Mariah Carey. Where are you on this list? There you are, right there. God. Okay. Well, that's cool. We almost got a bingo. We've got to hear Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Gene Autry and a Holly Jolly Christmas. This one should be easy. Rudolph, they're actually, those are both too easy. So if I get those two, I get a bingo. Look at that. That's kind of fun. I love that. A fun idea. Even if we have to hear these nauseating songs like this one. I mean, yeah, I mean there is some good things about it because it's very upbeat and poppy and it's just annoyingly overplayed. Let me see something here for a second. So now we're only at 4 dB attenuation, and you're going to see WCCO start to overload things. This is no attenuation. The loop may have fallen slightly out of alignment too. Now we're only at 3 dB. Got my little attenuator over here. Okay, we should call it a night. It's 15 after. Thanks, guys, for joining me. 2 weeks we'll do this again. Hopefully conditions aren't crappy. Gonna do some modifications on the loop a little bit, see if I can get WCCO to know a little bit better. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys, tonight. As always, Lloyd will be on next Friday, and then I'll be on in 2 weeks from now. So see you guys. 73s.
Driving down the road at night, I'm alone with thoughts in my head. I know I'm somewhere in the old Southwest, that it comforts me a beacon of red. I see the red light flashing ahead, sending signals to the stars above. Sound of voices from far away. Oh, I never could hear my love. I listen to the radio. Oh, I listen to the radio. Oh, I listen to the radio. Oh, listen to the radio.